To dance is to be out of yourself. Larger, more beautiful, more powerful. Agnes de Mille. Dancing is the most rigorous sport on the body. It requires the most dedication, demands the most passion, and dancers above all other athletes are more mentally and physically healthy. Now you may find that a hardy claim, but the evidence is there and my evidence is sound. Martha Graham once said, "Great dancers are not great because of their technique, they are great because of their passion." Like most athletes, dancers begin their careers between the ages of 3 and 6. Within this small window of time, most young dancers decide if they are passionate enough to continue dance for their adolescence and into their adulthood. Many sports beyond dance, such as basketball or soccer, require attendance but often do not need a high commitment at such a young age in order to excel and start building on their talent. In dance, one must be passionate about it or they choose to drop it altogether. Throughout my career in dance, I've never met a dancer that lacked passion yet continued to take classes throughout their life. However, I have ran into athletes who showed less than a favorable opinion to a sport and have chosen year by year to either take it or toss it aside. Now, I'm not saying other sports do not require passion, neither am I saying that people in other sports are not passionate. What I am saying is that in order to be a dancer and to excel, you must exude a passion for the sport of dance from an early age, and that I gear towards the fact that as a dancer you must not only view it as a sport to be mastered, but also as an art to be appreciated and respected. An article done by Judy Fisk on Livestrong.com touches on just how many muscles of the body are used in dancing. Fisk states that ballet dancers appreciate the aesthetic quality of a straight leg line, so they work hard to consistently achieve long and high leg extensions. As a result, dancers typically develop some strong quadriceps, the muscles that assist with full knee extension and hip flexion. Fisk also writes dancers use their external hip rotator and gluteal muscles to rotate their legs outward and to sustain that rotation during leg extensions, leaps, and turns. Finally, Fisk states that ballet dancers strengthen the muscles of their lower legs and feet every time they point or rise onto their toes. When an audience member watches a dancer, they often forget how many muscles are engaged to keep form, how many muscles are engaged to turn effectively without losing balance, and how, in order to maintain proper alignment and balance, a dancer must consistently tighten their core throughout an entire piece. Dancers use muscles in their bodies for reasons separate from any other sport. Dancers often have to retrain their body to subconsciously move or even stand a certain way. Dancing is so beneficial to the body because of this alone. Training your bodies to perform tasks outside of daily activities and working areas of your body untapped by most other sports is highly favorable to your body, in the present as well as in the future. A dancer's body is unlike the body of any other athlete. An ideal body of a dancer is agile, flexible, strong, and trim. A dancer will either exude these qualities early on or have to work their whole body, faking them, pushing each bone of their body to the limits. In order to dance with enthusiasm and expression, you must have strong arms and legs. In order to grasp a beautiful extension, you must be flexible. In order to dance with stamina, you must also maintain a healthy body and heart. In order to move swiftly and efficiently, you must be agile. Now, I must add, in order to dance, you do not need to excel in all these areas. But in order to excel in the sport of dancing, these are all important pieces of the puzzle. Strength, agility, flexibility, and health all work together to keep the machine of your body running through a 6-minute piece that at moments can feel like 20 minutes of labor in which every part of your being is working towards what seems like a minute expression of the body. Now, I'm not saying in order to play other sports you can neglect your body altogether. I'm merely showcasing that full body control is needed in order to dance. In order to play soccer, you must control your feet and develop a supreme stamina. In order to play basketball, you must focus on your hands as well as your endurance. But in order to dance, you must focus on your hands, your feet, your endurance, your posture, your balance, all while remembering each move as it is danced, while preparing for movements at least 10 steps ahead in order to fully dance the piece intended by your teacher. WD states, dance, an art form, the body, an instrument. Learn to play the instrument and master the art form. As a dancer, you must not only be passionate, but you must also possess extreme dedication. In my own experience, the more classes I took a year, the more I was committed to each class. It was always obvious in my company when a dancer was taking more than 3 classes a week, because they often excelled at a faster rate than those who were younger taking only 1. Yvonne Boria, principal dancer with the New York City Ballet, stated when asked what advice she would give to someone who wanted to become a dancer. She said, most importantly, anyone who wants to become a dancer should absolutely enjoy what they are doing. You must love and dedicate your time to dance, and that I cannot express enough. When I was 11 years old, a boy from Virginia entered my class of 12 girls. He stuck out because of his gender, but quickly turned heads for his flexibility and passion. As we all progressed through the program steadily, he jumped levels, took from 5 to 6 classes a week, and finally began taking classes from 2 different companies. He did not start out his career with my company exuding the physical qualities of a professional dancer, but because of his dedication, his stamina followed, and finally showcased a body much unlike his younger self, but greatly mirroring a professional dancer. This boy is now a man who is studying at Juilliard, an institute of musical art located in New York City. I must add that athletes in other sports must also be extremely dedicated, but many athletes of other sports tend to focus on more than one sport. Such an action is difficult within dance. However, the ability to do more than one style within the sport of dance is possible and encouraged. So often when athletes lose dedication to one single sport by trying out several different sports, their dedication begins to spread thin. A dancer who dips into many different styles only strengthens their dedication to dance as a whole. Hans Boe said, "While I dance, I cannot judge. I cannot hate. I cannot separate myself from life. I can only be joyful and whole. That is why I dance." Dance is highly favorable to one's mental health. www.prevention.com states that Swedish researchers studied 112 girls who were struggling with problems encompassing physical problems and depression. Half of the girls attended a weekly dance class, while the other half didn't. Their findings showcased that the girls who took the dance classes improved their mental health and reported a boost in mood with positive effects that lasted up to 8 months after the class ended. In an article written by Madeline Knight entitled 9 Health Benefits of Dance, she found a study in which depression patients who participated in an upbeat group dance class showed the fewest depression symptoms and the most vitality over the other patients. Often when people get discouraged by their lack of skill, if they choose to dance with or without the skill of a trained dancer, they will actually attain a boost in confidence, merely by letting loose. Knight also found that people with heart failure who took up waltzing improved their heart health, breathing, and quality of life significantly compared to those who biked or walked on a treadmill for exercise. Finally, Knight found and states, dancing requires a lot of fast movement and good posture, so frequent dancing will help you stabilize and gain better control of your body. Richard Power explains the rewards of dancing by stating, dancing integrates several brain functions at once, kinesthetic, rational, musical, and emotional, further increasing your neural connectivity. Power also states in his article entitled Dancing Makes You Smarter that a major study adding to the growing evidence that stimulating one's mind by dancing can ward off Alzheimer's disease and other dementia. Much as physical exercise can keep the body fit, dancing also increases the cognitive acuity at all ages. Memorizing every step and repeating is a body workout as well as a brain workout. Other sports can cause stress to the individual, where dancing as a whole was made to keep the individual in tune with their body, which draws out a better understanding of oneself emotionally and physically. Men's Health discussed a study through their online blog. Their study asked the participants to sit down, reach forward from your hips, and touch your toes. If the participants could touch their toes and could do so with ease, then that indicated that according to the study, their cardiac arteries are similarly supple. And with flexible arteries comes smooth blood flow, which results in a healthier heart. In conclusion, dancing requires more agility, dedication, and passion, is more beneficial physically and mentally than any other sport. To be a dancer, you must focus on agility, stamina, your arms, your legs, your turnout, your extension, your eyes, your hands, all the way down to your fingertips and toes. A ballet teacher I had when I was younger, and also the president of the company I was involved in, often spoke such words as these: extend your fingertips all the way to the balcony. As a dancer, you're competing as a team to do your best, whether in light of a competition or an annual performance. You're fighting against yourself to better your performance. You're striving to use your body to reach every audience member. You're working to keep the well-oiled train going by being in a specific place at an exact time. And finally, you're using every bone of your body to express the feeling of the piece intended by the choreographer. Dancing is pushing your whole body to the limits. Dancing is training your memory from a very young age. Dancing is learning to be aware of the people around you. Dancing is for other people. Dancing is for yourself. Dancing strengthens your muscles. Dancing develops your endurance. Dance opens your mind to new cultures. Dance opens your mind to new concepts. Dancing promotes self-expression. Heads up, arms stretched, legs turned out, toes pointed, look left, eyes up, dance. Thank you.